Hello friends, last few lecture we deal with grammar topics. Last lecture we discuss about transformation of sentences. Now today we are going to start another section of our textbook. Section number 3, subsection number 2. Title of this topic is, does schools really kill creativity? Does school really kill creativity? Means mind mapping. Today we are going to discuss about what is concept of mind mapping, how we should develop any creativity under mind mapping section, and details about preparing any graphical figure in under the mind mapping section. Initially we discuss about the icebreaker activity, about this text or about this lesson. In this icebreaker section, writer given one figure on page number 141, and he also asks, observe the given figure and complete the activities that follow. There is a figure given on the page number 141, and observing this figure, students should replace the main idea by any other thought or a title of your own. This is the idea given in your textbook about the related to the tree. The branches of tree are little branches, sub-branches of tree, that is twig. And writer asks as a pre-knowledge topic to student, develop another idea of your own, present your own diagram, using your own creativity in it. And in this section, we are dealing with another activity. Here, I draw a figure related to the another idea. It is a figure about the coronavirus. I draw a picture here about the coronavirus. The branches, main branches about the coronavirus or COVID-19 given in this figure. That is, one branch suggested precautions. What are the necessary precautions in a COVID-19 pandemic? Then another branch suggested the symptoms of COVID-19 or corona. And one more branch suggested prevention of COVID-19 or we can call it coronavirus by using social distancing or maintaining social distancing, using mask, sanitizer. You should prevent coronavirus. So this is a figure. Using your own idea, you should present any idea and develop figure suggesting main branches and one or two sub branches of this figure. So understand student, in this way you should present your own diagram about any concept. I use here concept of coronavirus. You should take another simple example and present your figure in this graphical way. Then another thing narrator mentioned in this topic, complete the given blank spaces. Balloons with your ideas in the figure that describe your basic preparation for HSC board examination. On page number 141, there is one more figure presented by the writer, and it is related to the basic preparation for the HSC board examination. And in this figure, you should also complete the callouts using your own ideas, presenting your own thoughts related to how we should prepare for board examination, or what type of steps we will follow for a study for the board examination. And you should complete these callouts or complete these circles or balloons, whatever main figure you have selected for this type. Here one is done for you. The first is given to you through reading all textbook. This is one callouts provided by the examiner, or we can call it writer to you. Another section, you should use your own thoughts, such as be disciplined, eat healthy, and sleep well. This is the one more step preparing for a HSC board examination is concerned. Then another circle or another callout we should write, solve all possible mock tests. Solve all possible mock tests and prepare previous year's question papers. Solve all previous year's question papers. So this is the one more step we should also follow for preparing board examination. Then another thing writer mentioned, attend all the revisions and doubt solving section. Related to the HSC board examination preparation part, you should also follow one more test. Attend all the revision and doubt solving session. Then in another box or in another callouts or in another balloon you should write, make a list of your doubts. Make a list of your doubts for every subject. Students should prepare list of doubts for every subject of your own. Then another box or another callouts or another circle you should write down, solve all the practice exercise from the textbook. You should solve all the exercise given in the textbook of each subject. And then one more, read suggested resources as a reference. Students should follow reference book. So in this way, using variety of steps, you should prepare for the board examination is concerned. So these are two diagrams. This is one diagram provided on your blackboard, and there is one more diagram given in your textbook. After studying, after filling up the possible clues in this diagrammatic form, you should understand what is creativity mean. You should better understand how we should form a diagrammatic figure under mind mapping topic. Now, these two previous diagram or icebreaker section activity we have studied. Now, we actually turn to the important part of our topic. First important thing, that is what is mind map. What is mind map? A mind map is a graphical way to represent certain idea or concept. What is mind map? A mind map is a graphical way to represent certain idea or concept. It is a visual tool. Mind map is a visual tool. You can see the visual tool figure under the mind mapping section. It is a visual tool to help structure information. It is a visual tool to help structure information, to help you better analyze. It is also help to better analyze and generate new ideas. Mind map also helps us to better analyze and generate new ideas. Information in a mind map is structured. Information in a mind map is structured in a way that reflects how brain actually works. The information in a mind map actually structured in that way that how actually the brain, our brain works, that represent in this diagrammatic form in the mind map. So, student, do you understand what is the mind map? It is a graphical figure to represent certain idea, thought, and a mind map is actually structured figure that represent how our brain actually really works of particular topic, particular concept or idea. So this is one important thing about the mind map. Then after that we turn to the purpose of mind map. We are going to discuss what is the purpose of mind map. Mind map can help you thinking in a more critical way. Mind map can help you thinking more critical way. In the mind map, our mind is thinking more critical way, more thoughtful way related to the concept or idea, and improve your problem solving ability. It is also help you thinking critical way. And another thing about related to the mind map, purpose of mind map, it improve your problem solving ability. Mind map also improve your problem solving ability. These are two important purpose of mind map. Remember, these are two important purpose of mind map. So remember the purpose of mind map. Mind map help you thinking a more critical way, and another, mind map can also improve your problem solving ability. Another thing related to the mind map we should also mention in this part. Mind map is a complete similar type of detailed graphical figure. Mind map is a similar type of detailed graphical figure in your own style, and mind map is a similar type of detailed graphical figure in your own style, showing the thoughts, ideas, concept. In your own style, you can show or represent your thoughts, ideas or concept that keep on generating your own mind, and that also keep on generating your own mind. And then you choose a particular style, design or a graphical representation to describe the same idea. You should choose your ideas or a graphical structure representing for a certain topic. Then another thing I have to mention, then this type of presentation can be called mind map. Suppose in your mind various thoughts or various sub ideas occur related to the main idea, and you want to show in it a diagrammatic figure. You should select your own diagram. You should use your own figure. You should use the boxes. You should use the flowchart. You should use the balloons, callouts, explosions. Whatever figure you select, whatever graphical figure you choose, and you can represent these ideas. That is called mind mapping. Remember, it is your own choice. There is no compulsion. You should use write only boxes. Mind mapping ideas, you should use only arrows in mind mapping ideas. Whatever figure you want to choose, whatever your creativity provides you type of figure, you should present in this mind mapping section, and you should present main idea, minor details in this section. So this is the second topic we discuss. First topic we discuss what is mind map. Then second topic we also discuss the purpose of mind map. Another thing we are going to discuss presentation. What type of presentation need in a mind map? Mind map help us during presentation. Mind map help us during presentation. Using mind map is a more interesting way. Using mind map is a more interesting way to present an idea or a concept. Using mind map in a more interesting way to present any idea or a concept. On the one hand, mind map can help organize. Mind map can help organize the ideas coherently. Mind map can help to organize the ideas coherently. On the other hand, the visual feature of mind map makes it easier to capture the audience's attention. On the other hand, the visual picture or diagram makes easier to capture the audience's attention. So this is the presentation of mind map. Why we present a mind map figure? To capture the attention of the audiences. Use the mind map graphical figures. Okay. Now we turn to the another part of this writing skill activity. Benefits of mind map. Next topic is benefits of mind map. First benefit of mind map, it helps to brainstorm and explore new ideas, concepts or problems. It helps to brainstorm and explore new ideas, concepts or problems. Mind map helps to brainstorm new ideas, concepts, problem solving abilities. Then another benefit of mind map gives a better understanding of connections. Mind map gives better understanding of connections between ideas and concepts. Mind map gives us better understanding for the connection between ideas and the concepts. Another benefit of mind map, it makes it easier. Mind map can makes it easier to communicate thought process. Mind map can make it easier to communicate thought process. Mind map also helps what is the thought process going on particular individual, and through this thought process mind map communicate with other people. Another important benefit of mind map, it brings greater visibility. Mind map brings greater visibility to the audiences. Mind map brings greater visibility to the audiences. It can also provide the greater visibility to the audiences through the medium of diagram. It reveals the greater visibility to the others or audiences. One more important thing it also mentioned, it makes it easier to organize idea and concept. It makes it easier to organize an idea and concept. So these are the benefits of mind map. Remember what are the benefits of mind map? Once again I repeat these benefits briefly. Mind map helps to brainstorm and explore new ideas, concepts or problems, etc. Then another benefit of mind map, it gives a better understanding for connections between ideas and concepts. It gives better understanding of connections between ideas and concept. Another benefit of mind map, it makes it easier to communicate thought process. It makes easier to communicate thought process. One more important thing about this mind map, it brings greater visibility to the audiences. Mind map can provide a greater visibility to the audiences. And one more important benefit of the mind map, it makes it easier to organize idea and concept. It makes it easier to organize. It makes it easier to organize idea or concept. So these are the benefits of mind map. Remember, now how should a student use different graphical figures presenting their own ideas and thought process or their creativity? Student use different shapes. Remember, what type of shapes you should use, student? Student use different shapes, arrows, lines, connectors, balloons, boxes, curved arrows, callouts, scribbles, scrolls, explosion, etc. to describe your point of view. Remember, once again I repeat these different graphical figures students should use while drawing their own mind map concept. Students use different shapes, arrows. Student, you can use different types of shape. You can use arrows, lines, connectors, balloons. Students should also use balloons for revealing their concept of mind map. Such type of balloon students should use. Then boxes. Students also use the boxes for presenting their own ideas. Such type of box and put their ideas concept into the box. Boxes. Curved arrows. Students should use also curved arrows. Callouts, scribbles, scrawls, explosions, etc. to describe your own point of view. To describe your own point of view. So this is very important information about mind map. Now remember, what should student do? In your examination, question is provided to you. Prepare a mind map on any topic. Suppose birthday. Idea, thought processing idea provided you. Prepare your own mind map on a birthday. You should choose any shapes such as balloons, arrows, circles, boxes, curved arrows, lines, callouts, explosions. Whatever your favorite, you should choose the own shape. At the middle of this shape, you should put down your ideas in this way. This is the box idea. This is the main idea. Draw here. Look at the figure on the blackboard. Corona. This is the figure I draw in main box, and they use curves to presenting their branches. In this way, you should put down the main idea in a balloon shape or a circle shape or a square shape or a flow chart, and related to the sub ideas to the main idea, you should mention differently by using the boxes, arrows, balloons, etc. and complete the diagram. Reveal your thought processing creativity about the related topic. That is called mind map. Remember, mind map is a writing skill topic. Carrying 4 marks for your board examination is concerned, and that is why thinking process give, we can call it, inspiration to your imagination, give motivation to your imagination, your creativity. Try to present your creativity on your notebook, in your text. Particular thinking ability is concerned, you should write down in a diagrammatic figure. That is called mind map. And in this way, you should complete any idea about the mind mapping figure. Now we are presenting one figure about related to the mind map. Now see how the mind map diagram can be drawn according to the particular topic. I try to draw here one mind map figure and then conclude my topic here. Suppose you have given a topic for a mind map figure, wedding. You should prepare a mind map figure on wedding. I use callout here. So wedding is the center of your thinking process. Middle part of your thinking capacity or thinking process, that is wedding. And what are the necessary sub ideas related to the wedding? You should mention in a different types of callout shape. One callout shape you should mention music. In wedding there is a need of music. Then another callout you should mention invitees. This is another figure showing related to the wedding, invitees. Then another section you should mention reception. Another callouts you should mention reception. In another idea related to the my dress. This is another callout showing your own idea about the wedding. Then one more idea related to the wedding ceremony. So this is the another callouts showing ceremony. So these are the main ideas you should mention in this way in a diagrammatic figure. Callouts. Another sub ideas of each. Invitees. In invitees, you should also mention relatives, guests, friends. So this is one more sub branch of invitees. Music, in the music section you should also draw the sub branches of music. What type of music you like to present in your wedding? That is DJ, band, your brass band. So this is about music. Then one more topic related to the mind map, that is food. Food. Then another reception. Reception. You can include food. Then my dress, coat, safaris. So in this way you should use callouts for drawing your own idea and sub idea to the related topic. In another section you should also food, buffet, table, chair. So this is my idea about wedding. This is called mind map. Understand, student? What we draw under this mind mapping section? What type of graphical figure we draw here? Once again I repeat. The central idea of a graphical figure, that is wedding. What are the correlated topic to the main topic wedding? Music, invitees, reception, mind dress, ceremony, food. These are the sub branches of wedding, a related topic or a concept to the wedding. And music also divided into two concepts. What type of music? DJ, brass band, or any other type you should mention in this way. Invitees. Invitees, under the sections of tweak we can also mention relatives, friends, guests, etc. In this way, every point should draw the subtopic, sub-tweak or sub-branches and complete your diagrammatic figure, that is called mind mapping. Understand? You should draw such type of figure. You should choose any shape. I use callouts here. Someone use balloons, circles for showing graphical figure about any ideas. This is called mind map. I think you should understand what we should draw or how we should draw a figure under mind mapping section. Remember, mind mapping is a graphical figure showing, representing your thought process, representing your ideas in a new way, or you can call it revealing your creativity of student. You can present a figure in a mind mapping section. And in this way, you should draw so many type of mind mapping figures and practice this writing skill topic. I hope students should understand what is the mind mapping, how should student draw figure under mind mapping section and develop your creativity. Thank you.